Howdy and welcome to the Mighty Mo Chuck channel. I'm Chuck. I have been doing the series, Have I Lived the Same Life More Than Once? I completed the fifth in the series, the fifth video in the series, but I've decided not to upload it. Doing this last video, it was cathartic. I figured some things out. It was also somewhat painful. And part of it, after I meandered through the video, toward the end of it, I basically entered into self-hypnosis, which I know does not deliver the most reliable information, but I feel like it's reliable enough. And I believe what I discovered through that self-hypnosis is correct. The answer to the question, have I lived the same life more than once? The answer is yes, I have. What was the deal with Mr. X? The answer is he's also lived the same life more than once. In one version of his life, he did die in 1960. After bringing the dog to my father to take to my grandparents, when Mr. X was on his way home from that visit, he died in a car wreck. In a different version of his life, he changed time. He didn't bring the dog to my father to take to my grandparents. He did not make that trip. He did not return home from that trip. He did not die in a car wreck. In the life where he did not die in a car wreck, I was murdered when I was 12 years of age. In the versions of our lives, when he died in 1960, his widow and son did not live where they lived at the time I was murdered. They did not live there. I didn't have a reason to visit there. And therefore, in that version of our lives, I was not murdered at the age of 12. The first time he changed time so that he did not die in that car wreck, his son and I were murdered back behind that property. I'm not going to go into details. I did in the other video. I'm not going to do that in this video. In this version of my life, I knew better how to deal with the situation. So even though the situation repeated, I dealt with it differently and I was able to prevent myself and his son from being murdered. Now, in the other video, I detailed a bunch of close calls that I had in my life, that I have had in my life, where there were disasters. There was another fire situation. There were other situations where I could have died. There were close calls. It was like there was one force in the system that was working against me, and there was another force in the system that was working to protect me. And I think largely, mostly, I have been protected. I have been blessed in this version of my life. Now, I worked hard on the other video, and I hated not to upload it. It's 30 minutes. I put a lot of work in it. But when I was getting ready to upload it, I just decided I really just did not want to upload it. Doing the video was cathartic in some ways. It was painful in other ways. And I don't think it really added a whole lot to the discussion. But the answer to the question, I feel confident in saying that yes, I have lived the same life more than once. This video concludes the series. The other video concluded the series too. The other video was 30 minutes long. This video is a lot shorter, but it is the conclusion of the series. Have I lived the same life more than once? And repeat, the answer is yes, I have. Whether you believe that or not, that's fine. It's cool either way. Whatever you believe, that's cool. I do intend to make more videos. I know I've kind of been lax in uploading videos. That's in part because I was working so hard on the project where I was basically trying to remember things and put things together. And I feel like I did. But I just don't feel like it's necessary for me to share the full process. I really don't. Much thanks for watching and listening. I do appreciate it. Thank you.